and welcome. You're watching Small Cap Spotlight. I am Anisha Jain and we are right here at the Pharma Expo 2025 and we're in conversation with Dr. Priya Singh of FDC Limited. Priya, hi. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, hi. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
So Priya, first up, explain to our viewers what does FDC do?
Yeah, FDC is into manufacturing of oral solid dosage forms, capsules, tablets, syrups, suspensions, cephalosporins, ophthalmics, and you all must be knowing the ORS, which is Electron, the brand of FDC. So they are into different segments, and we operate into different geographies also. And FDC has a lot of accreditations, right from the US FDA to the MHRA to the WHO, as well as the local accreditations from the CDSO and everything. So we are operating across geographies, and we have the all the major accreditations which are required for the GMP.
So if I had to ask you what part of your business is domestic facing and what part is export facing, how would you split it?
So we do not have like that way like something is very specific to domestic or is very specific. So whatever we manufacture, we manufacture into a common facility which is for the domestic as well as for the US. So there is no differentiation between the quality standards for the domestic as well. So that is one best thing about FDC is like one system for all.
That's good to hear. So whatever is US FDA approved is also something which we are getting.
Do not have different standards for US or a different standard for domestic. The standards remain the same, the manufacturing sites remain the same, the laboratory remains the same.
So give me a few more details in terms of where do you have your manufacturing sites? What's the scale of the business right now?
Yeah, so we have a manufacturing sites across the country. So for cephalosporins, we have a manufacturing site at Baddi location. And for our ophthalmics, era suspensions, like the liquid category, we have at our Aurangabad. And for the solid oral dosage forms, we have a manufacturing site, two sites at our Goa locations. And for the ORS category, we have one dedicated site at Sinnar, as well as the ORS products like Electrol are manufactured at Aurangabad as well as Goa.
Which of course is your main product and everybody knows FDC as that company.
We also have our APIs also. The API manufacturing plant of FDC is located at Roha. Yeah.
That's good to hear, but tell me Priya, what role do you play in the company right now?
So I had the analytical R&D for FDC, and the R&D at the FDC is responsible for developing all the analytical methods and transferring it to the QC sites. So we are majorly responsible for the development, the method validation, the method transfers, and ensuring that there are no troubles while executing the methods at the QC laboratories. So what we do is like the recent developments, I could say like we ensure that the efficiencies of the QC laboratories are increased. So in terms of that, we are ensuring to have a more cutting edge technologies and methodologies been implemented at R&D facilities. So we could say like our QC sites have already implemented like Raman spectroscopy for identification tests and so many other technologies are been in the phase of implementation which you will soon hear from FDC.
Well, looking forward to that because technology is the new thing, right? You have to be ahead of the curve, otherwise, obviously, it's difficult to catch up. But since we're talking about technology, if I can take a step back, Priya, and understand from you, what role can AI play in all of this?
Yes, very good question. Yeah, now we are all know that there is no escape from this, right? So instruments which we are implementing, they already have these AI features embedded in them, and that is definitely helping. So see, there is a fear in the minds of most of the employees that AI is going to take over the jobs. So that's definitely not going to happen. With AI, we all know it is just going to improve the efficiency of the laboratories, and more efficiency is more productivity. More productivity is more revenue. So that is how it is going to help. So if when we go for the new technology, we see there is some of the other AI feature being embedded from the manufacturer side also. And with respect to, I would say digitalization, already FDC has moved into digitalization for the QMS systems, for the laboratory systems also. Now in our laboratory, even though it is a R&D laboratory, not much of the R&D laboratories have gone to a paperless laboratory, but we are already moved towards a paperless laboratory and we are almost 80% completed the process. So that is one step which is towards sustainability as well as green innovation also, where we have moved to. Our QC laboratories are also already implementing LIMS systems where they have gone ahead one step ahead of major of the companies which are there.
So great, you're growing the technology by leaps and bounds, and that people-less laboratories does sound very interesting. But that clearly means that the company is investing a lot in R&D.
Yes, they are investing a lot in R&D, not only in terms of paper-based systems, but also in terms of instrumentation. So R&D laboratory at FDC has all the high-end instruments which are required for maybe not many of the big companies also would have. So our directors and our senior management staff are very much aligned to, and they are more technical in nature also, and they are more aligned to all these things, and where they understand the requirements of the business meeting it, as well as the regulatory demands, and they are always aligned to it. That is the major support what we as technical heads get it from them, because their vision is very clear that they want to have quality in the system. So quality has never been compromised at FDC, and that is what it makes the best place for us to work.
Yeah, no, and I love the fact that everybody is aligned because it flows from the top and then you get the freedom to do what's best for the consumer, what's best for the company. But talk to me a bit more about leadership. Who are the people at the management level who are leading the operations?
So we have different people who are leading the operations. So we have like a corporate team who majorly takes care of all the functions across the sites and all. So we have a dedicated team at corporate who is very technical, and because of this, many of the operations are handled in a very nice way. So there, see, once you know that if the leader is good, the team follows it, and because of these great leadership skills which are there at the corporate level, and the senior being they've been in the senior management role, it helps us all to have that alignment to the business goals.
Sure. But you know, FDC is sometimes treated as synonymous with electrol, you know, because that's your key product. I want to talk to you a bit more about that because it's not very highly scientific in terms of, let's say, the molecular, changes which are happening. Neither the delivery of it is very technical. How do you ensure that you stay ahead of the curve and you continue to grow that market for yourself?
See, when it comes to electoral, actually it is an ORS system. But you know, every layman or every person would have the name electoral in his thing. Nobody would go to a medical store and even ask for a system like called as give me ORS. Everybody would say electoral, and that is we stand ahead of it. And it is not only about like being ORS as one system. We have a different category in it with respect to flavors, with respect to also we have a segment which is called as NSR, which is into the energy drink also. And that is not only the category which we have in for FDC. We are already operating in different segments like into tablet capsules. So we have this for the US markets also, and we have a wide range of ophthalmics which are already commercialized in the US market. So our facility at Aurangabad is, and we like had recent FDA inspections, US FDA. 3 consecutive inspections, we have got 0483s, and that is where we stand at the in today's time. When we see like major companies being impacted by the US FDA inspections, but being like I told you, we have a corporate team who is very technical and who takes care of all the functions of the QC laboratories, and with their experience and expertise, it's what has made FDC have these successful USFDA inspections.
Yeah, I mean, 3 back-to-back successful with 0 observations. Even the top companies are not able to deal with that.
And one of them was a sterile. So you must have seen like none of the sterile companies get away with the zero inspections. And that is where we come from, and that is what motivates us also employees to be in the company where the senior management are always aligned to having quality in the system.
So, if I had to ask you, what's the biggest challenge that that you see ahead of yourself?
As such, I would not say there is much challenge, because see, if you yourself are more aligned to adopting new technologies and methodologies, then I think that should not be a challenge. If you have that relation within you, like if you are reluctant and if you have that within you that I do not want to change with the change. So if you are more adaptive to the change, I think nothing is more challenging. See, the industry came up with so many things. Elemental impurities came in, nitrosamine came in, but with time people started adopting it. So you do not have an escape. It is only as you face these challenges you have to adapt yourself to it. And I think with the scientific expertise what we have, it would not be difficult. Yeah, and in today's world, if you say information is available with you, the it's not like earlier, like when you had to go to the libraries and search for the books. And today, information is available, networking is there. You have your industry colleagues, you have guidances, and if you have the right knowledge and if you can deliberate on those things, and then I do not feel that that should be a challenge for you.
Okay, so no major challenge that you are fearing at this point of time, but you talked about how you have a lot of global exposure as well. You export to a lot of market as well. Tell me, what's the growth looking like there? Is there a specific product that you're seeing increased demand for? And with this global disruption happening of the entire trade tariff and that overhang, how do you see yourself placed?
See, I do not see it, because as far as I know that working with FDC is working aggressively now, and soon you will be hearing that whatever approvals are lined up in the near future. And it was like not like before that we had very less approvals from the US FDA, but now FDC is working aggressively into more formulations also, which maybe I would not like to mention right now, but soon you will be hearing us from us like where FDC would stand in the near future. So I would just definitely like to say, like, with the rate of growth what has happened with the company, definitely we have a very successful future.
Very successful future, and you've got me excited by talking about the pipeline that you have at your hand. But if I can narrow it down a bit more about exports, because you have all the certifications which are needed in any case, so the total addressable market for you becomes huge. What kind of growth rate do you anticipate, let's say either in exports, or are there new geographies that you're targeting, or what's the roadmap there?
There are a lot of geographies we are targeting, like from in the case of ophthalmics or OSDs or anything. See, we already have approvals in the US, so it becomes very easy for us to enter the other geographies also with this. But now the only challenge what we see like is like even the ROW markets, which were not demanding much on regulatory things, like they are also now demanding same as like the US. Yeah. So and but still we do not face much of a challenge over here because, like I said, like we have one common manufacturing facility for both the US as well as the other markets. But it is like there are more diverse geographies which a company is looking forward to. We already exist in more like 50 plus geographies, so that is where we stand.
Okay, and are you looking at expanding your capacities, etc., or do you think the capacity utilization right now gives you the room to increase capacity very soon?
So FDC is into increasing, yeah, the capacities into expansion also. We have already started the expansion. Maybe you have already seen it. Yes.
And what about US? Are you looking at setting up some facilities in US itself?
Not sure as of now.
Okay, fair enough. But thank you so much, Priya, for making time and speaking with us and talking to us about what really lies ahead for FDC. Really looking forward to new innovations from your end.
Yeah, sure. We are also in the same phase. Thank you.
Thank you.